Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Anno 1800 and the campaign that we're gonna play, which I kind of promised that we should do. And I have played through the game once, and it's pretty short. It's only 4 chapters, although chapter 3 is quite long. So hopefully it should be done quite easy. And I have made a custom profile here because I don't want to be bothered by all the pirates, because they are, well, they gotta add more headache than it's worth, especially for the story. If it was just an open sandbox, I would have them, but there's more than just pirates in the campaign.
Since that day you saved my life, I have presumed I knew you. But now, 1,000 letters from your father go unopened, yet one scribbled from your sister changes everything? I didn't even know you had a sister. We are broke, old pal. We can't afford a passage back to your old world, back to your family. Not unless you suddenly remembered what work is. Dynamite fishing? You're serious? Well, the village north is always short on food. Remember when we escaped the pits back when? Still some dynamite left. Here it is. Just get plenty of distance on the throw.
Nah, we don't need to.
They're not expecting queen parrotfish. Anything with fins will do. A bird with a spear would be faster.
Oh, what the chimichurri was that boom?
Even more roasted fish. All the blistered fish they could ever want.
Ah, that burnt reek. Ugh. Hand over whatever it is and I'll help you get rid of it. Here are your tickets. Hurry, drifters. The boat is leaving soon, and nobody wants you to miss it.
So, this is it. We're leaving paradise behind. You never talked much about family and the like. But you're dead serious about this, aren't you? No matter. I made a vow to defend you. And I don't break an oath. Even if a blind man could see you leap into the deepest pit of dung.
I have never asked anything of you, firstborn. Not when you stole away a tiptoe, leaving the family burden at your little sister's door. Our father is accused of high treason. Dare you to believe it? Will you now stand by, knowing gentle father is indungeoned? It must kill him. Please come home. We need you. Is it really you, dearest sibling? I never dared hope you'd return. Do you remember Bright Sands? Of course you do. We loved it here. It's changed now. The Royal Council support Uncle Edvard. Father barely cold, and he's pulling everything down.
those houses. You never said how wealthy you were. Why were we selling fish and sleeping in barns?
Never told your friend of Good and Sons? There is much to be said, but not now. Dear father's funeral begins.
Where have you been? Without you brats, we'll never be done with this obligation.
Looks like Death claimed the wrong brother.
No matter, so few are here, when they are the few he loved most.
Nobody likes a traitor, let alone his tainted offspring. Better make yourself scarce.
We shall, dear sibling, for now. I have acquired a small island with the last of my funds, and passage for all still loyal to father. Together, we shall clear his name, or die trying.
Your sister reminds me of you. Must mean new adventures await, old pal.
This is it. Ditch water. End of the world. I hope you like it quiet.
Oh, yes, I do. Chapter 1. The shortest of them all, except for the last one.
What? Still here? Establishing a rival company? On that
Yes.
disheveled island?
Yes. Got a problem with
Let
that?
Uncle Edvard scoff. A modest island, yes, but if you're at all like father, you'll look beyond appearances. Timber, very good. I'll try not to think of the coffin. We must shelter the good, loyal people who have shown solidarity with our family. We need every hand we can get if we are to expunge this debris.
Yes, yes, yes.
You reached a new milestone.
Do you remain here
We
out of
are
spite?
going to
Or is this some
place everything we
futile
can.
attempt at competition?
No, it's not really competition. We're gonna.
As you are so
run all over
desperate
you.
to appear responsible, you'll be pleased to hear the cost of that fantastical funeral falls to you.
Miserly, uncharitable, daft, picking and choosing what he inherits.
So first chapter is, as I said, it's pretty short. It's basically just
See
get
what
everything done.
slander Edvard Prince and Bright Sands.
Oh no.
Father wouldn't have wanted us to sit on our hands while our one prospect was in such a state. So
Traitor
let's
dies
gather our
mysteriously in
townsfolk
prison.
and ask
I
them to
wonder
spruce
why.
the place up. He twists every article in his favor at our and father's expense. Mourning is eased. Now we have others for company, sibling.
Get one more.
It's been a hard day of
fishing.
labor for us all. We should cater to our tired, hungry people.
And I'm
We
gonna-
are running low on timber, but there's
Yes.
plenty in the ruins.
Yes,
We
yes,
should clear
yes.
some to stock up.
That
You
I'm
reached
doing.
a new milestone.
Thank you. Let's see here. Actually, I'm gonna remove this row.
Help enough to demolish the larger ruins. Let's breathe some life into this place. We
need more farmhands.
Need more farmhands, you say? Well, that can be easily fixed. Just make sure that we build houses.
It's been a long, hard day. The people need to rest. And maybe wet their wisdom.
Thank your loving kindness.
Okay, so you guys also need some clothing. Now you may be thinking, why build so much?
It's an eternity since the funeral.
It's
and the cost.
gonna help us.
Why, it was extortionate.
Yes, yes, yes.
Repay me now, or sell up.
It was expensive for you.
Your people
Not
are
for me.
recovered and desirous to proceed. Set them to it. We're going to need as much space as we can clear. I feel sick to the stomach that Edvard could ask so much of us so soon after Father's death. Speak to our humble cousin. He writes of a worker riot in Bright Sands.
Oh my.
It seems we are not alone in our contempt for Edvard.
Please, couldn't mug me out.
Ready to repay my charity? Don't think you're finished, brat. Tell me you've managed Saba Black Sheep. Have you any wool? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 4 bags full.
We'd rather die than stay. Our flags still wave for Samuel. Let Edvard oppress us no more.
A life away from Edvard? We're on board. Only we've no ship to get on board of.
Well, that's tough.
If you pick me, you may have my boat. It's my poor aunt's legacy. Her second husband was a decent sailor. Everybody on board to meet...
What? Has your cleft of the family no shame that it now resorts to abducting my workers? The Queen's ambassador himself shall hear of this.
Abduction is a severe accusation.
And if I may, excuse me, a false one. We left Edvard quite willingly.
Pencil polishing popinjay. I should have been rid of you long ago.
I see nothing criminal. A bit of interfamilial bickering is only natural, and hardly a matter for the crown. And as for you, I have quite forgotten my manners. Sir Archibald Blake, ambassador and confidant to the Queen. Despite the circumstances, Her Majesty and I were pleased to hear of your return. Your father's death was a tragedy. We regret he never had the chance of a fair trial.
The real tragedy here is the vast funeral bill that goes unpaid, while this brat is living the life of O'Reilly.
Sadly, your uncle has indeed alerted me to some floating liabilities. I fear you have no choice but to settle them if I am to grant you your crown shipping license.
Edvard registered the debt officially.
Don't worry, that old tyrant can't hold us back anymore.
Indeed. Once my letterpress is up and running, the truth will come back to haunt Edvard. For your hospitality, please use my ship howsoever you may wish.
Thank you.
Now that sounds like good news.
As to the debt, my hands are tied, but it may warm Her Majesty's heart to see a new enterprise taking shape.
Our editorial section is sure to grow along with your city. We are fine-tuning the first issue as we speak. With several passionate young reporters enlisted, our publishing house is already well underway.
You have father's fortitude. These people will follow you as they once followed him.
Well, that's good,
You
I
reached
guess.
a new milestone.
We need to start building sails, get rid of the smelter over here, start building some
Your worthless rags have barely covered
Brickeries?
everything. Now, bring me sails.
yes.
It's not like you have any use for them.
Clearly, Uncle's intention is to keep us from ever owning a shipyard.
Oh, don't worry, little sister. It's not like we will pay up anytime soon.
Workforce shortage.
Yes, I know. That's why we are trying to build up our little economy.
The city has grown uglier.
Oh no,
Game saved.
the horror. Four sales. Luckily, sales are really easy. Just a bit of wool and a sail maker. Let's see, can I get this? Almost. There we go. We got farms up and running. Need you. How much do you need for you? Oh, I need bricks. Oh well. That's not a problem. And let's get one more. Now one of these can support quite a few of brick factories. Although it says, if you look in the tooltip, the clay pit produce 1 unit every 30 seconds, and the brick factory produce 1 brick in 1 minute. So, in theory, under optimal circumstances, a brick factory will, or rather 1 clay pit will support 2 brick factories. But at some point in the future, we will come to a point where we are full on bricks. And then they will stockpile bricks in the factories. And then they will use the other factories as well and stockpile in them. And then you suddenly use bricks and bam! You have a ton of it. Hello. I think I need to upgrade my harbor a bit. That or build a warehouse. Can I build there? I can build there. Just to alleviate the stress here. Same over here.
Where are my sails? Nothing you do will lift the cloud. Haven't seen a prison transport of mine, have you? If you do, be sure to return any salvage to me.
Nah, not really.
Saved? Do you also then save us from a grievous injustice? Edward's charges against us are pure fabrication. The man is an imposter.
Oh, I know.
A letter. It bears Edvard's seal.
Oh no.
Don't even think about sheltering Samuel's co-conspirators. Deliver them to prison at once, and I might lift your debt.
Open
Nah.
the letter. He's clearly up to no good.
And no, he really isn't.
However much we despise Uncle Edvard, it's criminal to go opening his private correspondence. It cannot be. These names are those Father trusted most. Barristers, doctors, academics.
He certainly knows how to silence his critics.
What is it you are bringing? Did he really? Oh dear. Best leave these poor people with me. I will tell Edvard that the debt between you is quite settled.
Oh no.
That was none of your business. And what right has the Crown to meddle in my accounts? What right?
All the rights, I guess.
We are, all of us, quite moved by your selfless actions. Your father would be proud.
And let's see here.
I am
want to
so
build
relieved
a
our legitimacy
shipyard,
is no longer in question.
if you don't mind.
Say.
Need one more brick.
Hurry! I already smell the tar. See, the masts are swaying from Father's study.
And there we go.
Our city's historic first shipyard. We must document this moment in our first edition. A perfect snapshot to illustrate history in the making. The start of, if I dare presume, a most fruitful partnership.
And just like that, Chapter 2, The Sign of Fire. There's a very fiery theme in this campaign, just you know. But that will be the end of this video. So thank you guys for watching, and hopefully you will like it. Please like and subscribe if you do, and stay tuned for more episodes. Take care, and bye bye.